Hey everybody, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel. I have some very bullish news for you all. Billionaire Carl Icahn has talked about crypto and he's looking to invest. My thoughts are he's already holding a position. We just heard from Ray Dalio, the world's largest, he's the founder of the world's largest investment firm, or hedge fund, I should say, and he has Bitcoin. So we are seeing the billionaires coming out now, guys, and there's a lot to break down here. In fact, we have another major company that has added crypto to their balance sheet. Fidelity has raised over $100 million for their Bitcoin fund. We got states which are moving towards being crypto friendly, Nebraska, Colorado, and two Shark Tank alumni, or I shouldn't say alumni because they're still part of it. Kevin O'Leary and Mark Cuban are making huge investments in crypto. Guys, despite the correction, we are seeing some bullish activity. I'm going to break it all down. Before I do, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, as I said in my last video, I am now part of the OKCoin team. This exchange is great. I'm not saying that because I work there. I've gone through their user experience and so on and so forth, and they have the lowest fees, lower than Coinbase and Kraken. So if you want to sign up and support OKCoin and try out their respective trading and exchange engine, be sure to sign up, link in the description. Also, don't forget to sign up for my free weekly newsletter, 100% free and all crypto insights and knowledge. So we have some level of recovery here. Bitcoin is back over $40,000. And, like I said, we were in that correction phase. We're going to move sideways. We're going to build support levels, and then we're going to break out to new higher highs. If you study the history of the market and how things have played out with the market cycles, you will see these patterns, right? Even in a bull market. But guys, despite this, and I think a lot of these big time investors use this opportunity, this dip, as an opportunity to buy and accumulate. Billionaire Carl Icahn eyes potential $1.5 billion crypto investment. The activist investor said he believed cryptocurrency would endure, but not necessarily all the current digital. Let me give you some details here and I'll play a clip. The activist investor said he's looking at investing in crypto in a relatively big way, clarifying that big could mean $1 billion, $1.5 billion. See what's happening here, guys? We just recently heard from Ray Dalio, of course, and then last year, Paul Tudor Jones started this. Then we had Stan Druckenmiller. All the billionaire hedge fund investment guys are here. Let me play a clip for you here from my interview.
I'm looking at the whole business. I'm not looking at what to buy necessarily at this time. I'm just looking at the whole business and how I might get involved in it with Icahn Enterprises in a relatively big way. Because I do think it's here to stay in one form or another. I think
relatively big way. What does relatively big way mean, Carl?
Well, a big way for us would not be to buy a few coins or something. I'm not going to buy a few coins. I don't believe in trading the market if I can help it. I've learned
hundreds of millions, billions. Is that what we're talking?
Yeah, I mean, it could be. I mean, a big way for us would be, $1 billion, $1.5 billion, something like that. But
wow, guys, this is the big leagues. A big investment for them. $1 billion, $1.5 billion. See what's happening here? I'm not making this up. This is facts. You're hearing it from the horse's mouth. And like I said, I don't think they're just coming out now without holding a position. I think they bought the dip. If we understand how these guys operate, right? I've talked a lot about how a lot of these hedge funds and these guys go on CNBC and these financial talk shows and they put out a narrative. And I think they've taken a position. Now it's time to pump it, right? They're trying to get retail investors and those folks in. And this happens with stocks and other markets too. So it's not a crypto thing. They do this with the stock market as well. But that's why you and I, who are early adopters, are in a very lucrative position. We are on the side of smart money. We don't buy the top where dumb money comes in. We buy the bottom, buy the dips, right? And check this out. $8.6 billion IT firm Globant revealed as Bitcoin's latest institutional buyer. The technology solutions firm revealed it purchased $500,000 worth of BTC during the first quarter of 2021. And now we're hearing of the news. So I think, guys, honestly, and I'm not BSing you, I think many other companies did this as well. And we're just going to wait for the announcements. Could be Facebook, could be Apple. Michael Saylor has been on record saying that he thinks they're coming too because of the inflation, and they need to preserve the value of their respective balance sheet, right? The cash they have on hand. And Michael Saylor put up the green flag. He did the Bitcoin for corporations. I interviewed him, of course, going back a couple months, 4 months, I should say. And remember, he had that Bitcoin for Corporations summit, so to speak, and they had people there, educating CFOs, some different companies, and obviously we saw Tesla did it, and they're still holding their Bitcoin. But this is bullish. And this is confirmed, by the way. The firm declared its crypto asset purchases for the first 3 months of the year in a statement to the SEC made on Tuesday. So it is official, and this is a trend that's continuing, and we could see cities do this, central banks. I think that's what's going to happen eventually. I've interviewed the mayor of Miami. He's talked about doing that. Even the mayor of Jackson, Tennessee, who I interviewed recently, he's also thinking about doing that. So the trend is growing, my friends. Fidelity Bitcoin Fund attracts $102 million in the first 9 months. Wow. New SEC filings show the investment giant's Wise Origin Bitcoin Index Fund is one of the largest of its kind. And who's getting involved in that? It's institutional investors. This is not retail. So the big money is coming in. They see what's on the horizon and the growth. This is like 1997 of the dot-com boom, if you were to make the analogy. So the money is coming in, and we are getting official confirmation, SEC filing. So this is not rumors or hype or something. This is what was in their SEC filings. This is what makes me bullish. This is what gives me the patience and the confidence to hold through these dips that are obviously highly volatile, right? But as I've stated before, you can have the swing highs and not expect the swing lows. So we are seeing, guys, from a state level in the United States, a move towards crypto. Nebraska signs law to authorize state chartered banks to custody crypto. The bill was co-authored with the cryptocurrency firm Telcoin and introduced by Republican State Senator Mike Flood. Guys, so bullish. And game theory suggests one state does it, the others are going to follow suit, right? No one wants to get left behind, especially as you see the big money coming in and this asset class is growing. So the Nebraska Financial Innovation Act was one of Senator Flood's first initiatives, introduced scarcely 2 weeks after being sworn into office. It will authorize the regulation of digital asset depositories in the state by creating a new state bank charter tailored to digital asset-backed financial services. Republican lawmakers outnumbered Democrats almost 2-1 in the state legislature, 32-17, and the numbers of this week's final vote were 46-2. So what does this mean? Signed into law as Legislative Bill 649, the act means that financial institutions, example, banks, building and loan associations, can operate digital asset depository businesses for which Nebraska will provide charter, operation, supervision, and regulation. Under the terms of the act, these institutions can be chartered in the United States or by a foreign state agency. Guys, and check this out. Governor Jared Polis wants Colorado to accept crypto for state taxes. Here's a quote. "I love to set that up," the blockchain-friendly governor said at Consensus 2021. So you see what's happening here, right? You have both the public and private sector shifting, moving towards crypto. We are seeing government officials go work at crypto companies. We are just seeing everybody capitulating, even those that are anti-crypto, skeptics and so forth. Yeah, full capitulation is happening. And, as we talked about with Ray Dalio, I think that was one of the biggest guys because he was adamant, against it, right? But they're all getting educated. They're all getting an understanding. And look, there's a bit of smoke and mirrors moves there too. They could have been accumulating the whole time while being against it in public. We've seen this from Jamie Dimon and the rest of the Wall Streeters. Now, Cynthia Loomis, senator out of Wyoming. We know Wyoming is a very crypto-friendly state. She is looking to help push crypto regulations. Here's something she tweeted. "I'm primarily focused on working with the Federal Reserve and the Securities and Exchange Commission," that's good, "and others that ensure that any regulations on new items of banks and digital assets foster innovation instead of stifling it." Yeah, especially the SEC, right? We know about the Ripple lawsuit and everything that's going on there. It seems like Gary Gensler is going to continue the same path as Jay Clayton. He looks like he wants to go after other crypto projects. And this is why I said we need Ripple to win this lawsuit, because it will set a precedence for the rest of the market and bring I think clarity for the rest of the market. And I think Congress has to step in here now. I think in my interview with Brad Garlinghouse and even just some other folks, it looks like Congress has to do it, because the SEC can't get out of its own way here. And, Cynthia Lummis, she was on CNBC talking about Bitcoin and crypto. So I appreciate that she's doing that. And we need more people, more senators, more congressmen and congresswomen and so forth to go out and do this. Now, the two Shark Tank sharks, Kevin O'Leary, he was on Anthony Pompliano's podcast, and he said he bought the dip. So this man was for years spreading FUD. Now he's all of a sudden like, yeah, I'm investing, I'm buying. So smoke and mirrors, as I've been talking about. There's video of him in 2013 praising Bitcoin. Then he started trashing it in 2017 and so on and so forth. And then, of course, it's for him and the likes of Mark Cuban and the others to take their positions. I think it's pretty clear as day what's happening here. And here's the other headline. Mark Cuban invests in Ethereum Layer 2 Polygon. These guys are putting money in. They know how to make money. They're smart, right? And I'm not, trying to trash them or anything, because they're playing the age-old game of those smoke and mirrors moves, where they do something, they tell the public the opposite, or something that will ensure that they make as much money as possible. That is what is happening. But you and I, like I said, are on the side of smart money. And this is why patience is so important. You have to zoom out, look at the market cycles. I always point you guys to the Bitcoin stock to flow model, which has been pretty accurate. There's no certainty or 100% guarantees, obviously, but we can look at the facts, data, and trends versus emotions versus hype. Just what is playing out, what has played out historically, what's the probability, likelihood of certain things happening. And I believe we still have another leg up in this bull run where we will see new all-time highs. Guys, what do you think about this news? I think this is very bullish news from Carl Icahn, and like I said, I think they took a position already, but they may buy more. We'll see what happens. I think this is a trend that will continue. You will see more and more institutional billionaire players coming out saying they own Bitcoin and crypto, and more hedge funds taking a position, more companies putting crypto in their balance sheet. Leave your thoughts and comments below, hit the thumbs up button, share this video, and I will talk to you all later.